veteran, I'm a longtime peace activist, and I'm also a climate change activist. I want to talk about my platform and the issues. Before there was Feel the Burn, Stronger Together, before there was Yes We Can, there was the New Deal. I want to bring the principles of the New Deal and also the second Bill of Rights principles back into the Democratic Party. Education, healthcare, and saving the planet. I mean, these are human rights. We have counties that are out of work. We have, the place where our district is, El Cajon, is one of the poorest areas actually in San Diego County. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set forth and let people know that I am the climate guy, that I want to see climate change actually turned around, and the way we do that is that we walk the talk. We walk the talk by doing things that we know that is going to turn climate change around. And number one is we go to things like this, a climate march that's set up by Derek and Nancy Cassidy. We go up there, we tell them no more fossil fuels. Mother Nature has drawn a line in the sand, and we crossed it a long time ago. It's not going to look pretty in a couple of years. We all know that. What we got to do is we actually, with the way that I am picturing the way the district is going to go, is that we create jobs. We create jobs in the District 50 by creating green jobs, green union jobs. And what kind of jobs are those? Those are the jobs of building homes. By 2020, we're going to be mandated to build net zero homes. Just like a home that my wife and I were lucky enough to build in Ramona, which is the first LEED certified net zero home and passive house in Southern California. Wow. The guy back here, Sam Hart, he helped, he put the brains in the house. He's the one who developed the computer set. I'm still learning how the house runs. I mean, after a year. It is an amazing thing. On my website, and I want you to get one of my business cards, please do. Get one of these business cards, look at the website, the house is on there, and then when you're done looking at this website, I want you to think, what am I going to do with this card? Am I going to throw it away? No, you're going to put it in some dirt, you're going to water it, and next spring it's going to grow California wildflowers. There's seeds in the cards. Made the paper myself. So please do that. But the point is that getting back to the idea of the second Bill of Rights and also the New Deal. These are principles that the Democratic Party has lost, has forgotten. So I want to be, and I'm going to be, the candidate that appeals to people that have lost, they feel that the party has given up, to them, that their vote is disenfranchised. And so that's why I appeal to independents. I appeal to Democrats. I also appeal to moderate Republicans. And that's because we're all looking for the same basic thing. It's just this distraction that goes on. It makes us, it's like we're wandering around in the wilderness. And then the only person that we look to is some big mouth that gets on TV and completely overtakes the news waves. And then also this Duncan Hunter, I'm not running against him. I'm really running for something. I'm running for the constituents, the people in District 50, and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to flip District 50. I know this is all, you know, in this district here, but is anybody from the 50th? Yes, sir. Well, we have a question.
Sure. Who are you?
Well, I am. My name is Pete Beauregard. Like I said, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I was a Marine corpsman in Vietnam, and when I got back home, you know, when I got back home, I got back home safe, you know, and I thought, wow, what a gift. Me and my buddies, you know, we all went over the same time. And I'm home and I'm happy, and I said, I'm the luckiest man in the world. But my buddy didn't come back home. He lost his life March 3rd, 1969. And in one of the biggest screw-up battles during the war. And I'm thinking, you know, what happened? What happened to me? Why did I survive? And I thought, because it's a gift. You know, Johnny Campbell gave me a gift. And I'm thinking, like, okay, I'm alive, so what am I going to do? What am I doing? I get back to El Toro Marine Base, so me and a couple of docs and a couple of nurses, we start a free clinic in Huntington Beach. We started a free clinic for street people, and then also we started a clinic for women's health care and reproductive medicine. That means, it was before Roe versus Wade, is that we found safe and legal ways for these women, if they choose to, have an abortion. And then we also created a birth control clinic where we gave, we had birth control counseling. And then we gave options, adoption, surrogates. And so we built this clinic, and we also did street medicine. And, you know, like I said, this is before Roe versus Wade. So this was in Orange County. It was kind of a dangerous thing that we did. I mean, it got pretty dangerous where they set fire to our front door. We thought we were being, tracked down and somebody was going to pop us. So, but we kept on going, you know. Nevertheless, we persisted. But, speaking of that, and who I am also the grandson of a suffragette, Clementine Beauregard, Fall River, Massachusetts. She got her nose busted by an Irish cop because she protested. She wanted women's rights, but also she fought for the mill workers in Fall River, big mill town. That's who I am. That's the heritage that I have. And so then I went on to finish college. And I became, into the pharma industry. I learned about big pharma. It's not pretty. I got out of there. I also became a rodeo cowboy. And I was a bull rider for a few years. I didn't say I was sane. But then I started ranching. And my wife and I have a little ranch up in Ramona. And now with this passive house that we have, we also practice permaculture. Anybody know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Permaculture. We practice permaculture farming and ranching to where we're actually sequestering carbon. The way we break down, we have a food forest, the way we break down all the dead clippings and stuff like that, and we allow Mother Nature to sustain our food forest. And I use all the putty from the horses and the cows, and I make the best compost in the world. And I raise grass-fed beef, the best beef I've ever had in my life. And it's clean and it's healthy. I talked to oncologists. We had it tested. It's high in omega-3 oils. It's high in CLA, which prevents cancer. This is the kind of thing. This is who we are. This is who my wife and I are. And we decided to walk the talk. And we decided to build this home. And it's totally powered by sun and wind. We collect 90,000 gallons of rainwater. And we also have an environment in the house where it's all controlled by a system that Sam helped develop. It controls the air, that we breathe. It also monitors all the outlets, all the lights in the house, the lamps, ovens.
How do you think the mayor of El Cajon would react to your candidacy?
I'm not too impressed with him, so I really don't give a damn. You know, I'm sorry, that's a stupid answer, but you know, I don't think, you know, just like any other, like Duncan. You know, Duncan is strictly oil-based. You know, that's where he gets his money from. He gets his money from SDG&E too, and also the what do you call it, the war industry, and so they're not really thrilled that we have a highlight, you know, home. And the county supervisors came to our house, well, Diane Jacobs did, and gave us a proclamation on the house, you know, the first of its kind in Southern California and San Diego. And they declare May 26th, Amy McQuillan and Pete Beauregard Day. Anyway, so that's it. That's who I am, and I hope I somewhat impressed that.
Any more questions? I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What's your website?
I have one. It's Beauregard. It's Beauregard. It's BEAUREGARD. The number 4 Congress.com.
Can you contribute there as well?
What's that?
Can you contribute there as well?
Can you? Would you please?
Right on the card.
It's right on the card. Well, don't throw it away.
Why throw it away?
Bury it, water it, watch it grow.
Ask the question.
It's right on the
It's right on the card. He's
Okay.
right.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah.
Any other questions? about him?
Yes, Peter, is this your first adventure?
I've never run
Politics?
before in my life. You know, I was a Bernie delegate, okay? And I got elected as a Bernie delegate, and I don't know how I got elected. They said, get up there and talk. And I was a part of Occupy, Wall Street, San Diego, with Derek and Nancy, and also Mike, Will, and Brett. We were out on the streets for weeks. And this is how, you know, this is how we kind of like got together and we're working. We don't get a lot of money from back east. There are a few candidates that do. Yeah. I'm not going to name them, but they do get a lot of money from back east. And I'm working with people in my district because that's just the way I think it should be done. And I might be the slow turtle, but I'm going to keep going, you know. So, Sam.
What kind of green jobs can realistically be brought to San Diego County?
We're looking at prefab net zero homes that are beautifully designed. I've seen some of the designs from 3 different architects, 2 of them from up north. And what they do is, I mean, we have to manufacture that and put all the components, I mean, especially the infrastructure that you would be necessary for your kind of work, but also for the work that a company like Adroit did, which is they control the atmosphere inside of the house. The house is actually pressurized. There's not a leak in it anywhere. It's tested. It has to fit a formula to be a passive house. What it does is the reason for its pressurization is because it's so fine-tuned and temperature controlled that we do have to clean the air I think every 2 hours, and there's not a spot of dust anywhere. No dust gets in. And if you turn on the exhaust fan in the kitchen, and you open up a door, bam! You know, the door just sucks right in, opens up. So we have a special vent that when we turn on. Yes, sir.
I have a good suggestion. For you to get in touch with Bernie Sanders and see if he can come in and help you.
I would love that.
And he can help you.
I helped him, so that would be nice.
Show you how he gets money.
Yes, but I want to finish on Sam's question there. Hold on, Rick. Is that the kind of jobs that we have would be clean, green, union jobs. And this is how I'm talking with a bunch of builders, and you're invited also to this thing. And we're going to talk about how we can group the manufacturers and not get materials that it takes to build these net zero homes from Germany, where I had to get the glass for our glass doors and windows, which are bulletproof. because they have to, they're one tempered and two, what do they call that? Laminated, thank you. Laminated glass, and there's 2 different types of gases in there that keeps the temperature down from, coming into the house. So these things, why do we have to go to Germany to build those? We could build them right here in El Cajon or San Diego, somewhere like, something like that, and also build the prefab homes. Plus, we have the distributor of Tesla batteries that's coming in, and they're going to replace the batteries that we have. And he's also considering now to setting up a distribution point down here, where we have the marketplace going southwest and also the marketplace going south into Mexico. These are jobs. These are good, clean, green jobs that people can have, and not at a non-livable wage either. Where we could have health care as soon as we pass Medicare for all. Lighten up the load on the employer, lighten up the load on the employee. It would be cheaper that way, because we're already paying mortgage-sized premiums for this. And they say, well, what's going to happen? The poor insurance companies. Well, you know what? The poor insurance companies has denied a lot of people life-saving services. Okay, and I'm one of them. Not me, per se, but my brother was one of them, and he died. Okay, so we had to pay out of pocket, and then we lost our home because of this in Burbank. So I'm not really, too satisfied with the healthcare insurance industry. So this is where I think that we can transfer these funds, and we can do it in a smart way where we're not going to completely bankrupt, throw the country in a spin. But it sure would help a lot more people out than who they're helping out now. Sir, I know I'm taking up too much time. All right. I'm sorry, sir.
Or insurance company is an oxymoron.
Thank you so much, you guys.